Okay, so today I went home late. I am tired. I thought I'd just make an easy video like a dual caster. But then I read the status updates on DNF, the Dual Network forums, and someone's like, "New ban list is out!" Like the new Forbidden Unlimited list, I mean. And I'm like, there's people joking about that. But then I see something else about two cards that are supposedly forbidden now, which unfortunately sort of spoiled it. And then I checked the page, and then there's actually a new list. So we're gonna go and look at that and discuss that right now. I have a good video for today. I was spoiled two cards that are forbidden. I'm still not entirely sure if it's true, but generally things like that are true. Let us take a look. And we see one. Two. Whoa! Wow! Towers. Epic Cliff for Tower is gone. Yeah, the two here are the ones that I was spoiled. Shirit, strategist for the Necros, is out, making Necros slightly weaker once more. And Epoch Clifford Towers, and out of there. All the way from Unlimited, wasn't there before. But still, Towers Turbo, like, it's really good. Epoch Clifford Towers is so extremely hard to get over. But Clifford still haven't won a YCS. Necro has, Teller has, Shadol may have. Pretty sure Harpy's won one. Stuffs, Inferno recently. More Necros, bringing this. Might have them though, I'm not sure. Probably they did. But yeah, Clifford's never actually won a YCS, and now they have even less chance. But Epic Clifford Tower's gone because that, besides like the searching power that's in Scout, was one of their main things. Although they can still do pretty good without, but Towers is so extremely hard to get over. And sure, it being gone, that gets rid of the searchers for the warriors, so Clazolas and Bryanek. No, it's more difficult to get a full tribute for your stuff. Sure, you still have great sorcery, you still have Exa. But Short is generally seen as the most useful because it can search for Clazolas and Bryanek, and those things can then search for every other Necros card due to their effects. Alright, now that we've seen that, we can just look effective from November 9th. So that is in 1.5 weeks from now, because now Thursday, October the 29th. How long this will be in effect, I'm unsure. But no, we'll see. It's interesting to see like some of the other cards. I'd never really make predictions because I never really say anything about it. I feel the Necros still had to be hit somehow. Cosmo probably won't get hit yet because even though they're pretty good, I don't think they'll be hit yet. I don't think Inferno will be hit. The interesting thing is this is the list after Worlds, the TCG list after Worlds. Wonder if Teller's got a hit. They may have slightly, but I don't feel they're good, but they're not overly powerful like Necros in general or Epic for Towers on itself. So I don't think if they're hit, maybe Den up to 2, Altar to 2. That's about it, I think. But we're gonna see what Konami come up with. They had to do it. Well, I'm not gonna finish my Shadol deck in real life now. It's gonna be a lot easier to get all the constructs, but it's just freaking forbidden now. Was it that good? I know it's pretty much the best fusion in there in Shadols. I'm gonna scroll back up to ignore the other thing. But shut up, Sea Cleaner. L Shuttle Construct. It was forbidden, I believe, or limited for a while in OCG, like Winda as well, or it was one of the two. Shuttles were hidden. I didn't really know why, especially not with stuff forbidden, because I didn't feel it was necessary. Yeah, Shuttles are good, and now with Perform Mages, they have an easier time with a construct, and then like Perform Mages summon back when next season they have an easier time. But I don't like this. I don't. I just don't. It's gonna really change how Shadows play. So with the DNYCS just opened signups. I wonder if they'll change this list because signups still have like almost 3 full days to sign up. They might actually change this list and extend the sign up. Another interesting thing: Evil Swarm Exciton Knight. Also, well, no, yeah. From Unlimited to Forbidden, like whoops, all the way in one go. Yeah, it is really good because it can get rid of so much stuff, but. Huh. Hmm. I suppose I can see it. No one really running it more than one, so making it limited wouldn't really do much. Even though it feels like I feel it's not that overly powerful that it should be forbidden. Then I feel then maybe to one or two. But then again, an extra deck card like that, an Xyz monster to go to one or two, if you generally don't run it more than one anyway, then if you want to hit it, you have to make it forbidden, which is probably why they did. But Construct would be summoned multiple times in a game, very often. So they could have at least made that semi-limited a limited, but I guess that with performance pals like Trick Clown and stuff, and Damage Juggler, it was just so easy to do it. Excite This should change stuff. Let's have the Senjus not be hidden. I just use the Senjus as Worlds again. DNUSCS Worlds. Because assuming this list is used, less danger from Cliff Arts, then just the pendulum thing in general becomes more important. So, Wavering Eyes. Sure, it does weaken Necrons. They're still strong. Show Construct. Excite and more space in the extra deck for stuff. Nothing spell, nothing accepted. That's it. 4 new cards are forbidden. Towers, Shirret, Construct, Excite on Night. Limited. Scout. Clifford's weakened more. I don't mind that because I'm not a Clifford player. And I can see why. So Scout and Towers are the two main forces of Clifford. There's other stuff that's really good as well, but as long as they keep, well, sacrificing in a sense as well, but sacrificing pretty sure was already limited, or semi. I think it was limited. And then Scout was semi, but now it's limited. So, those three together. Clifford's really good. Ooh, Burning Abyss are hit with Graph. And Mathematician. Let's talk Graph first. Why Graph? Let's see, Graph is the one that's 1015 that summons from the deck. That's, I suppose, easier one than Seer, even though Seer is like stronger in attack power because it has, I believe, 1600 attack. You barely ever use those things on their own, like to attack. You generally just succeed with them immediately or synchro into Virgil. So in that sense, it'll be mostly about their effects. Seer needs something from the graveyard. Needs a target first, and then you can still banish it with something that could banish it. And you have a limited amount that you can choose from. Especially if you have Seer at the start of the game, you maybe have one Graph or a Skarm or a Dante. Could be, but that's it. Graph, you can search through your entire deck to a Seer, to a Skarm, to a Farfa, to a Rubik, to a whatever, to a Barbar, I think it is. Let's choose whatever the hell you want that is appropriate for what effects you may want soon. Then Mathematician, I can see why was it's usable in quite a few different decks. Shadol, it's usable to send stuff to the graveyard to activate their effects. Burning Abyss, same story. Believe it was was it level 3 or 4? I don't remember. I think it was a 3. It can help with Xyz with one of them. Okay. I feel like there's an opinion about Mathematician that's like right there, but it just won't come out. I just don't know. I'm missing something. Mathematician, Shadol, Burning Abyss. 4 mages? Good in? It's not really using Necros on the Clifford. I don't know, let's continue. Whoa, bunch of stuff! Brian Act to limited from semi. Unicorn from unlimited to no. Brian Act from semi to limited. Unicorn from unlimited to limited. Necros also being hit with Shurret, with the Bryanak, with the Unicorn, Clifford getting a hit in the face. Ritual Beast, Ulti Canahawk, I can see why, because Ritual Beast have been doing quite well, and Ulti Canahawk with the searching and then the tagging out, combining stuff, it is one of the best Ritual Beast cards, if not the best one. So I can see why that one was hit. Necros may have just been hit enough. This first, like, 1-2 times it was hit, yeah, it was weakened, but it was still strong force. With this, still probably strong force, but sure, it's gone. Bryanak is at 1, so there's less searching options. If you used it once, you need to get it back from the grave if you want to use it again. And with Unicorn was one of the main things that was summoned. It was dangerous for a lot of Xyz plays, such as with Satellar Knights, stuff that came from the extra deck. Necros of Unicorn was the reason that the person that won Worlds of Tellers ran that one Teller that can increase the attack by 500. It was pretty much, well, very likely a Unicorn counter, so that they could afterwards make their Xyz plays. And Unicorn would also be used to send was it Herald of Arclight to the graveyard to just summon it via Necros Kaleidoscope. That's gonna be a lot more difficult because there's only one Unicorn in play. So then Arclight becomes less useful in the deck, which makes even less searching. Then with only one Unicorn, the thing like Shooting Quasar or like Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, you're level 12 in the extra deck. The Valkyrus plus Unicorn combo isn't going to be usable as much. Necros being hit, I don't mind this. I'm okay with Canahawk. I completely understand that one. And I see, wow, Shadol's being hit too. Wow, they're really hitting the big things. They are hitting the big thing. Elf Shadol Fusion to limited. Not Shadol Fusion, because at the time when Shadols were first introduced, Duelist Alliance, it was Shadol, Burning Abyss, Tellarknight, which were all Xyz decks. So there was pretty much always an extra deck monster on the field, so Shadol Fusion was good. And when the Elf Shadol Fusion came out in the second set, Shadol Fusion was still used a lot. Then around came Necros and a few other decks, which made the send stuff from deck from Shadol Fusion less useful, so El Shadol Fusion became used more. Because it can be used during the opponent's turn, but also during battle phase to get an extra attack in, and maybe some extra effects that you might like. So I can see why Shadol Fusion over El Shadol Fusion over Shadol Fusion, I can see that. But is it necessary to make that limited and that the other one? So Shadol's weakened, Necros weakened, Burning Abyss weakened, Mathematician Graph to limited, not that much. They still have quite a lot of options, but I would maybe have expected Dante to maybe go to 1, maybe 2. Maybe it still happens. We're still in the limited list. Dante could still be hit. Ritual Beasts were hit. I said Necros and Clifford. Shadols were hit. Quite a lot of the top decks. Is Inferno going to be hit? I haven't seen any Tellers yet. I'm just saying Inferno because it won the 1 YCS, and Tellers because it's one of the top decks I feel, and it won Worlds. So that stuff. I still haven't seen Yosenju. And with the NYCS Worlds not using the new set, we don't have the extra Cosmos like Dark Destroyer and stuff, so I don't have to worry about those as much. So Yosenju, come on. Reinforcements of the army back to limited. It's been going on and off the Forbidden Limited list, so that's a weakening for Tellers. Reinforcements of the army being out. That is a hit against Tellers. That is all for limited. Okay. That is all for limited. Quite a few cards and decks hit already. Semi-limited generally means some things go from unlimited to semi, which could mean they're weakened just by a little bit. Generally doesn't make that much of a difference, but it does make a difference. Semi-limited list is the shortest one. But things could also come from forbidden and limited to semi. And I didn't really notice with all these cards there, I don't have every single card like recognized in order what is there, what's supposed to be there, so we'll go and figure things out. Semi-limited first card, Seer is hit as well. We had Graph going from unlimited to limited. Seer goes from unlimited to semi-limited. So Seer and Graph some of the main cards because they can summon a. After they're sent to the grave, they can summon a Burning Abyss back to help with extra Xyz options or synchro options in the case of Rubik and then Virgil. The Burning Abyss weekend, and that was it. Cards that are no longer on the list, which means, because these were all the cards that were, all the lists that would possibly mean that a card was hit. What was weakened? Necros, Clifford, Tellers, Ritual Beast, Burning Abyss, not Infernoid. Tellers, did I say Tellers? Yeah, Tellers were hit, sort of, with reinforcements, not that much. Necros were hit more, I do agree with that. Yeah, Infernoids weren't hit, but I didn't expect them to really be hit. Yosenju wasn't hit at all. And maybe let's see stuff that came off the list. I don't know how long that list is. I don't think it'll be that. Just a few cards. Things that came off the list. What decks? Maybe the ones that were hit might become slightly stronger because of a card coming off the list. Is there maybe something that can also help Yosenju? I noticed it's only Ceasefire and Ojama Trio and semi-limited in the traps. Sure, Torrential Tribute, Solemn Warning, Skill Drain, Ring of Destruction. Still compulsory, bottomless, still unlimited. I'm trying to think if there's trap that came out of semi, because I'm pretty sure there were more. No, Mirror Force already came out last time. Let's see. I can already see one you can't see yet, because there's like a little thing below this recording screen that I can see that you can't. I'll just put it all out there. Chaos Sorcerer, Legendary 6 Samurai Shien, Spellbook of Fate, and Girgia Gear. Girgia Gear was limited. This will help with the Girgia deck that I've been wanting to rebuild. Spellbook of Fate. Now that we're sort of in a new format with quite a few other different decks that they don't feel spellbooks will do that well, even with that thing coming back. She N from semi-limited to unlimited. Okay, and the Chaos Sorcerer. Okay. So that was the list. You were safe. Yes. I was thinking for DNYCS to go with Cosmo, with the new set being there. I'm probably not gonna do that, although I may. So opponents, I miss League, is it, or something else? If we're even using this list. Ooh, Brynag hit, Unicore hit, Shurit hit, Towers, what's it, Excitonite, this is more a general hit for all of the decks. Might be annoying for my Yosenju as well, but I barely ever Xyz, and I have Kama 1 to get rid of cards, and I have MSD to get rid of set cards, and maybe, was it, Lightning Chidori? Clifford Scout, Graph, Mathematician, Brandon Canahawk, Elshil Fusion, Reinforcements of the Army. So I think Tellers will be seen. Burning Abyss still. It'll be interesting to see what we're going to see at DNYCS Worlds if we're using the new list. I think so, and I'm really hoping so. I'll just have to wait and see what the tournament organizers say about it, but it's a pretty big list for changes. Some of the big decks were hit pretty darn hard. Cliff, Scout, Towers, wow, and the Necros as well. This is quite the exciting list, to be honest. Let's see how this unfolds in the new format. Yosenju is safe, so I am ready for the next format. Come and get me. Yosenju's out.